This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson. We're selling this truck. It is a 2002 Ford F250. It is a 7.3 liter turbo diesel crew cab 4-wheel drive XLT. We purchased it on a salvage title due to theft. It is not wrecked. It never was wrecked. Salvage titles are given to wrecked cars and to stolen cars. If your car is totaled, it can be totaled because they wrote you a big check. That's the same thing as a wrecked car. Totaled can be a big check. That's all it means. They paid you for the loss of your car, and if it was stolen, that's a total. There you go. They also leave it on salvage titles because they don't want the liability of selling it to somebody, them killing themselves, finding out that Allstate owned it, sold it on a clean title, and they suddenly blame it on the brakes. So anyway, as you can see, this wheel has a little bit of debris on it that's not coming off. The tires are all in really good shape. There's probably 70 or 80% tread. Cosmetically, this truck is pretty good. There's some dings and stuff that are on it, but nothing really severe. There's some peeling clear coat on the front bumper. Of course, it's a 7.3 turbo diesel. As we all know, they're bulletproof. Speaking of bulletproof, it's got a crack right here on this deflector. This front right tire actually doesn't look like 70 or 80%. It looks like it's more like 30 or 40% maybe. So you may want to do some tires after all. I see a little bit of a dent right there. It's got its little fold under here. This is pretty common when you get a flat tire. This is what happens. That's what it looks like from here. From here you can't see it. From here you can. It's got a nice chrome tip exhaust on it. Here's your rear tires. I think I was thinking about another set of tires. These tires, the rear tires look maybe 10 or 20%. I think I was thinking about another truck when I said 70%. Little ding right here on top of the passenger door. I mean, it's not, this is a 167,000 mile 7.3 turbo diesel crew cab 4x4. It runs great. Has some nicks and dings and nicks and whatever here and there. Here. You know, I hope you're not buying it for the way it looks. If you are, you're going to kill me. But it's still actually a very respectable looking truck, but if you're buying it to show off, this is not for you. If you're buying it to have a 7.3 turbo diesel that's bulletproof and runs forever, then this is for you. Yeah, these tires are awful. It needs tires, for sure. I was thinking of another truck for absolutely no doubt about it. See a little thing right here. Let me stand back for you so you can get a view of the whole thing. Obviously, it's a good-looking truck, but it's my job to point out the negatives, accentuate the negatives, so that when you get it, you're happily surprised rather than unhappily surprised. There's a little thing right there. Okay, let me open the hood. There's your Ford stamp for your fenders. You know that that's a Ford fender, which means it wasn't replaced. There's your Ford stamp on the core support. New batteries. Your core support. Oh, there's your hood stamp. So you know it's the original hood. The reason I'm showing you this is if you see all this stuff, you know that it wasn't wrecked or there'd be replacement parts. Let's see, there's your Ford stamp on the core support. There's the new battery on the driver's side. And there's your Ford stamp on the driver fender. Obviously, we got an aftermarket air box. Look underneath this thing real quick with you. There's your suspension. Really straight. There you go. Alright, let's look inside the truck here. Door locks. Here we go. There's your door panel. Here's your back seat. Back seat looks great. Really, really good. Couple little nicks here and here. Little tear up on the rear center console, but the seats look brand new. There's a little center console armrest. There's that. Let's see. Oh, I left the keys in the door. Oops. Kind of hard to start like that, isn't it? Gotta have these things called keys. Alright. Wait to start. Wait for that coil to go away. There you go. And it's a really good starter, which is nice. Some of these things like to start slow. Well, you got a driver power seat. You got, let's see, you got windows, power windows. You got airbag. Got a little hole in the seat that we had to repair here. There's a big hole that we filled in. Obviously, it's not the material that was before, but it's filled. Let's see. Turn on some air here. Make sure we've got air conditioning. And we do. Probably at some point it's going to need a new fan. It's blowing it. I've got it on 5, and I would say if the fan were brand new, it would be about the equivalent of a 3. So it's blowing at a 3 rate at a 5, which means at some point it's going to need a fan. But it is blowing cold, which is good. So the important part's there. Fans are cheap and easy, so depends on if you live in a really hot place. If you live in a really hot place, you might want to put a new fan in, but right now it feels really good. Let's see. There's your miles, 167,502. There's all your gauges going. All right. Let me put it into neutral, and let me put it into 4 low. There's 4 low. Put it into drive. Yeah, that's a lot of torque. That would be 7.3 4-wheel drive low torque. Put it in reverse. Definitely in 4-wheel drive, for sure. All right, let me put it into neutral. Let's see. All right, now let's go into, let's see, go into 4 high. Put it into drive. Put it into reverse. Yeah, and I can definitely feel it turning the wheel. I can feel it pulling, so it's definitely in 4 high. All right, we'll put it back in 2-wheel drive. Let's try this. That's the tow haul. I guess the bulb is probably burnt out inside here. Let's see. All right, then we have cruise control, and we have tilt. Tilt the wheel down there. Let me take you on a quick ride down the street. Nice truck. It's actually a really good looking truck. I'm kind of throwing it under the bus a little bit. That's what we do. We do the opposite of telling you what's great about our stuff. We tell you what's wrong. Let what's right speak for itself. What's right is what I'm doing right now. It runs and drives great. Even with the funky tires on it, It's running really, really well. Anyway, please check this thing out. It'll be on eBay and elsewhere. It'll be a very fair price. And happy bidding. Thank you.